So for my breakfast, I'm gonna have eggs and I'm also gonna have a smoothie, but I'm gonna make the smoothie first because I want to drink that right now. I really need to use all this frozen fruit up, like ASAP. I got some cherries, like that much. Got a few raspberries I'm gonna put in. I've had these cranberries since Christmas. I really need to use them up badly, so I'm gonna use these cranberries up. Like that much. Do I have any hemp? Yes, I want to put some hemp seeds in there too. And also a little bit of psyllium husk. Gonna add some water, like that much. And I got this maple syrup. I'm gonna do like a tablespoon. I'm gonna do a tablespoon of hemp. Actually, I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons and a bit because I want to make it creamy. About a tablespoon of psyllium. Then I got this slippery elm powder that I've been taking. I'm gonna do like half a teaspoon of that. Just a little bit, because it's strong. We blend. Perfect. Oh, that Vitamix is like literally the best thing ever. Like it's just that good. Yes, this looks perfect. I don't like my smoothies too thick. Like if they're not drinkable, oh, that's perfect. That fits so well. Look at that. That is just perfect. Oh, perfect. Perfect! Before I make eggs, I'm gonna make some dates because that smoothie's really filled me up. I'm gonna make some dates because I'll eat these throughout the week. So I need dates. And we're gonna do, these are the honey roasted pecans. Yum. I think I'm gonna do like 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll do 12. And I'm just gonna cut on one side like that. Open that shit up, take out the pip, boom. We do that on all of them. I don't make these often because they're quite tedious, but it's good to have as like a really good snack. And you know, dates are so fucking good for you. Like, they'll give you energy, they'll give you all the things, mate. This part's optional, but I love to throw in a little maple roasted pecan smack bang in the middle. I got 2 sorts of nut butters. This is peanut butter, homemade peanut butter, and this is homemade macadamia butter. And I made this a couple weeks ago, so I need to use this up. Macadamia butter is so delectable. So I think what I'm gonna do is get like that much. I'm gonna put it on the inside. I'm gonna put one of these maple roasted pecans in there. And then we're just gonna attempt close it up again like that. That's what it looks like. I think I'm just gonna do macadamia butter in all of them, not even the peanut butter. I don't even really want to use that. I just want to use this. So I ended up putting the macadamias and the pecans in absolutely all of them. They look really good. Oh shit. Now for the chocolate, this chocolate, I bought this back from Bali. It's like the best chocolate. It's the Jungle Pod 80% cacao chocolate. I bought back 5 kilos. How good. Anyway, I'm gonna use some of that. Look how cute the little pods are. Little cacao pod. Okay, now we're gonna cover these in chocolate. I just gotta melt this. I got some hot water in my saucepan. I'm just gonna put that on the gas, pop the lid on, bring that to a boil, because then we're gonna melt the chocky over that. All right, that's boiling. I'm gonna turn the gas off, put that in. I probably put too much water in, should be floating, but that's all right. If you get water in chocolate, it just ruins it. It just ruins it. So don't get any water in your chocolate. Onto a lined baking tray, I got this paper, baking paper. Come on. Oh, perfect. There's our chocky, nice and melted. Now I wanted to dip these in, but I don't know if I'm gonna have enough to do all the dates. Drain off some chocky, and we're gonna put her right there. Ah, perfect. In, flip, drain, onto the tray. Last one, I think we're gonna have enough. Oh, that was the perfect estimation station, wasn't it? And just before they set, I'm just gonna do a little bit of Maldon salt on the top. Oh, these look great. I'm so happy. Look how good they look. They're gonna be so nice when they're set. Me and Mum made these at Christmas time, and Mum ate so many of them. Like, they were just gone instantly. They're that good. Uh-oh, don't touch, don't touch. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. Oh, Okay, I'll be making my eggs. I think I'm just gonna have 3. This is a piece of Ezekiel bread that I keep in the freezer. I just pulled this out like 15 minutes ago, so it's defrosting. I'm just gonna fry it in the pan because I have this with my eggs. It's like seed bread. It's so good. It's called Ezekiel bread. I forget the brand, but it's so good. See how we go with the one-handers? Oh, don't put them back in the carton. I hate people who do that. It's sick. It's sick. Like, why? Put them in the bin. I'm a whisker. To cook, I'm gonna need this fry pan and this fry pan. Now, to cook today, I'm gonna be using these pots and pans from Cosmic Cookware. This is a 7-piece set that I'm using. So there's this one, which is the Cosmo pan. This is like my favorite one. It's big, it's good. You can even make a soup in it. It's that big. That's the Cosmo pan. That's the mini fry pan, which we're going to be using for the eggs and the bread. Blah, 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 blah. And then we got the Cosmo casserole. Oh, I love this one. I love this color, right? Anything cream, I'll have it. So yeah, my set is in the color cream. We also got the Cosmo saucepan here, which I just used to boil that water. And that's got, obviously it's got a lid as well. So that's the 7-piece set that I'm going to be using. Y'all know what I'm like. This has a ceramic coating, but it's a non-toxic ceramic coating. So you won't have any nasty things leaching into your food while using this, period. I'm going to leave all information down below about the 7-piece Cosmo set if you're interested. Okay, let's make the eggs. I love this bread so much. We put her in, she's not gonna stick. We let that fry away, yes we do. We let this heat up, waiting for our eggs. Now what else? Oh, don't. Okay, I think I'm just gonna top it with some chili oil. My absolute favorite chili oil, the Legan Ma crispy chili oil, yes. Oh yes, that bread looks so crispy. Look how crispy that bread looks. Oh, this gets so good when you crisp it up nicely with some oil or butter even. Oh my gosh. In with the eggs. Straight on there like that. Okay, my bread's done. Just gonna turn that off. Eggs are done. This is what they look like. This is exactly how I like them scrambled. I don't like them any other way. Just a little bit of salt in there last minute. Well, they're done, but. All right, I got my crispy Ezekiel bread. Put her on. Oh yeah, she's good. She's out. She's toasted, she's hot. And then my eggs go over the top of that. And of course, some chili oil. Yum. Just a little bit. Yummy. Look how good that looks. Okay, we'll be eating. Egg, chili oil, bread. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so it's lunchtime and I really can't be bothered doing anything, so I'm just gonna eat soup dumplings. I made them on my TikTok the other day. They're these ones here, I bought them from Costco, but they don't have much soup in them. Like, they don't turn out looking like that regardless of how long you cook them for. And they should be, because they should be soupy. But we're gonna cook them anyway because, well, I need to use them up and there's 40 of them in there. I'm gonna just do a bit of oil in there first, and then I'm gonna put the frozen dumplings directly in there because I want them to get a little bit crispy first. So I'm gonna just put them around the pan because I want them to get that a little bit crispy. We'll have 12. All right, they're getting nice and crispy. I'm gonna add some water into there. And I'm gonna put the lid on and let them steam and do their thing for like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. I don't know how long to cook these for. They're like, right, while those dumplings are cooking, I'm gonna get our toppings. These are the most important part, in my opinion. I'm gonna get a great big spring duck, and I've got some coriander, or you can use parsley, but I feel like coriander just really goes. Don't use parsley. Parsley will probably taste like shit with this. Some of this coriander, it's looking pretty sad. Give it a little wash. All right, I'm gonna just cut this coriander roughly. And then with the spring duck, I'm gonna just save that for later. Really gotta sharpen these knives, they're shit. They're shit house. Oh, they're so bad. All right, spring ducks. Okay, that's them done there. I'm just gonna leave them in the pan because it's just easier. Now over the top of them, I'm just gonna do a bit of black vinegar on there like that. Some Legan Ma chili oil. Can't go without this. Oh, it's just phenomenal, mate. I got the spring onions and the coriander as well. Now people were judging me for having koopy with soup dumplings the other day. But you can piss off because they're absolutely amazing with the koopy. Look at that, delicious. That is what our dumplings look like before I'm about to absolutely devour them. You have to get the black Chinese vinegar, it's amazing. All right, let's try these dumplings. I don't think there's any soup in them. There's a little bit of soup. They've got like a, stop focusing on my face. I've got like a crispy bottom. Oh, look at that. The vinegar makes me cough. Then I decided to make a soup, so I made a potato and leek soup, and I just wanted something super healthy and, you know, full of veggies and just, you know, really healthy. So I'll be chopping up 2 onions. Don't make fun of me. I'm so sick of it. What is with people? I don't understand. Everyone needs to calm the fuck down with the whole onion shit. I'm done. So then I'm going to cut up some leeks, and I tried a new method today where I just cut the leeks and I cut them all up before I wash them, because then they all stay like basically the same. Like you don't have to like line them all up again, and like you get all the dirt out. So I soaked them after this in a bowl of water, and then yeah, that is such like a way better method. I really like that. For garlic, I'm using a whole head of garlic. This is elephant garlic, which is like a little bit less strong than regular garlic, but I still like to use a whole head of it. I still treat it like regular garlic. I just use like quite a bit more of it. So I'm using, I think I used like half a head or almost a whole head there. Now I was peeling this potato and I was like, oh shit, I don't think it's good when the potato skin is green. So I just ended up using it anyway because I literally just bought them like the day before this. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but yeah, we washed that and then we cut her up into little tiny cubes. I just wanted little bits in there. I ended up blending this whole thing anyway. Didn't think I was going to, but then I was like, oh, I need to blend it. Like, and it just came out so nice. Now for cooking, I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil to the pan along with my onion. I'm going to saute that down for like just a second because I meant to add this all at the same time. I forgot. But my leeks were rinsed off and yeah, they came out so clean. I'm like probably going to do that way. Cleaning my leeks from now on. Sorry, I'm obsessed when I find something new like that. Add a little bit of salt. I'm going to saute those down for a bit before we add in the garlic. We want it to just be like real sloppy. Oh, we've already added in the garlic. Look, I must have missed that part. Anyway, chili. We did some oregano, some onion powder, some thyme, some white pepper, and I think we put a bit of garlic powder in there. I'll leave the recipes down below. Yes, they will be down below, don't worry. And then just water, and then we added our potato, and I think I ended up adding a little bit more water too, along with a can of coconut cream, and I also added some chicken bone broth. It's optional. I had no like vegetable stock or even chicken stock. I really need to go shopping. So I just used some beef stock and then I salted it, tried it, and then salted again, popped the lid on, and that cooked for about 35-ish minutes, and then I blended it up completely and it came out so nice. Next up, I made a mung bean curry / soup. You can make it a soup or curry simply by just adding more water if you want it to be a soup. So I'm going to chop up 1 onion, and I'm going to do that not too fine, but quite fine. Whatever, just chop it up, and then we're going to do a whole head of garlic as well. This is the elephant garlic, and I'm using the microplane to blend this all up, grate this up. So yeah, quite a lot of garlic, a little bit of ginger, probably about a tablespoon or 2 of the minced ginger I use. And then we also got a chili, I believe. We're using a chili. I should have done a couple more because you couldn't even really taste it. But yeah, 1 chili with all seeds in, yummy, yummy. Then we're going to do cumin seeds, black mustard seeds, and some coriander seeds, and we're going to toast them in the pan for about 1 minute before adding the onion and some coconut oil. I'm going to fry in coconut oil. The previous one I did olive oil. And now we're adding the ginger garlic chili. We're going to cook that for about like 3 minutes, I think. And now these are wow. These are my mung beans. I soaked them overnight and rinsed them. So yeah, soaked overnight and rinsed. Now we're adding coriander powder, some turmeric, a little bit of cayenne, some asafoetida, and some fenugreek leaves as well. Just kind of mixing that up. We're not even really cooking it. Then we're adding 1 tin of diced tomatoes, those mung beans, and then a whole tin of coconut cream. And of course, some water. Now, if you wanted to make it more soupy, you could add more water, salt and pepper. We'll be mixing that up, and then that's what it looks like after about 40 minutes. I take the lid off. Now, you can leave it here as a curry, and let the rest of that water kind of evaporate off, which I like to do, or you can leave it more soupy. Either way, though, I like to blend up half of it because it just keeps it so creamy. Well, that is all the meals I made today. I like to keep the curry and the soup for meal prep. They're so good for that. And, you know, a little bit of lime on there, a little bit of coriander, whatever floats your fanny. Yeah, absolutely. For the dates, I just put them in a container in the fridge, and they came out really, really nice. The macadamia butter was so good. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!